A very lovely hello to all class 10th champions, class 10th titans. Hello to all board warriors. Welcome back on your favorite channel, Diksha Vedantu, in this live session, my dear. So I know you guys are, I hope you guys are awesome. You all are fit, fine, healthy, and you all are enjoying your studies. So my dear champion, as your first periodic text exam is approaching towards you, so you don't have a lot of time. So we, all the teachers, decided to give you some relevant academic material content so that you guys can ensure good marks in your PT exam at your school. So I have come up with marathon. In today's live class, I'm going to complete 2 chapters entirely. Complete chapter number 1, real numbers, and chapter number 2, polynomials, in this single video. And one very big announcement I'm going to make here, my dear champions. So stay in this live session. Let's join. Please let me know everything is fine. You all can. I'm audible to you, everyone. Am I audible to you all? Am I visible to you all? Please let me know in chat section. Yes, sir, you are audible. So welcome everyone, class 10th champions, in this marathon of 2 chapters. Chapter number 1, real numbers, and chapter number 2, which is polynomials. So this single live session will give you, complete marks in your exam, champions, right? You don't need to take tension. You don't need to worry about your PT exam. This live session is going to be game changing for you all class 10th students. So do let me know in chat section. Yes, sir, you are audible. Hello, hi, Dhairya. Hi, Dhairya. Welcome to Diksha Vedantu's platform. Welcome. Am I audible to you clearly, everyone? Okay. So let's start today's marathon class, and let's start with real numbers, chapter number 1 of your maths NCERT real number. So my dear champion, let's talk about few important things about real numbers. So what we are going to discuss in this chapter, basically classification of real numbers, what is natural number, whole number, integer, rational, irrational, and real number. Fundamental theorem of arithmetic, this is very important. As per your examination point of view, this is very important. Fundamental theorem of arithmetic. Okay, so in which we will be studying about prime factorization. Okay, now we will be talking about HCF and LCM also. How to find HCF and LCM between 2 integers using prime fundamental theorem of arithmetic. Hi everyone. Hi sir. Hi Kriti. Welcome. Hi everyone. Upashna, Barkha. Yeah, Kirtin, I know you. I was waiting for you in my last live session. Hi everyone. Hi to all class 10th champions. My dear champion, if you all are preparing for your first PT-1 exam at your school, this live session is going to be game changing for you all, because in this live session, I am going to teach you entire real numbers and entire polynomials from basics to advanced. Everything will be clear today. Okay, so let's move ahead. So my dear, we will be talking about these things: HCF and LCM, prime fundamental theorem of arithmetic, what are natural numbers, whole number, integer, rational, how to prove root 2, root 3, root 5 irrational by contradiction method, and important NCERT questions also will be doing here. So let's move to the first chapter, real numbers. So class 10th champion, listen. So first talk about how many types of numbers we have. So the family tree of real numbers is all about, first is natural numbers. Natural numbers is represented as capital N. Capital N is the symbolic representation for the natural numbers, and all the numbers from 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and so on till infinity. The number starts from 1 till infinity, 1, 2 till infinity. All these numbers are called natural numbers. All these numbers are called natural numbers. Now the question comes here, why we required natural number? So my dear, to use for counting. Without natural number, you cannot do the calculation, you cannot do addition, multiplication. So natural numbers are very important for us to counting the object, to do the basic calculation and all. The second is whole number. So my dear champions, whole number is basically what? When we combine natural number but with 0. When 0 combined, when we write counting from 0, 1, 2, 3 and so on. So just combining 0 The number that we are getting here, this whole number is called whole number. Simple. So combining zero. Yes, Sachin, please wait. Everything will be cleared here in this live session. You are asking rational plus irrational. Rational plus irrational, always irrational, champion. Yes, of course. The combination of rational irrational is called real number. Just have patience. I'm going to clear you everything, Sachin. Welcome on Diksha Vedantu. Okay. So integers are all those integers, all the numbers, their negative form, the positive form and zero, negative form, positive form and including zero, all this combination, this family is called integers. When we write the numbers in negative form, positive form and including zero also, so this combination is called integers. Now moving ahead, now let's talk about rational numbers. Rational numbers are all those numbers which can be written in the form of p by q. It means that there should be some numerator, there should be some denominator. If numerator is there, denominator is there. Such numbers are called rational numbers. Denominator should not be equal to 0, because if the denominator will become 0, the result will become not defined, which is not possible. So all the numbers that can be written in p by q, where q should not be equal to 0. Can you see here? Q should not be equal to 0. If you write 2 is also a rational number, because we can write 2 by 1. If you write 0 is also a rational number, because we can write 0 divided by any number. Q should not be equal to 0. This is the condition for natural number. Otherwise, you can write anything. And the fraction, if you write 4 by 7, 4 by 7, this is purely natural rational number, because that number is already in p by q form, right everyone? Q should not be equal to 0. Denominator should not be equal to 0. Now moving ahead, irrational number. This is little confusing for the student of class 10th. Irrational number. All the numbers which cannot be written in p by q form. It means irrational number is the opposite of rational number. So the numbers that cannot be written in p by q form, form. So such decimals like non-terminating, non-recurring decimals are called, irrational number. For example, if I ask you the value of root 5. So when you calculate the root 5, it comes as 2.2361. You can confirm, please verify the number, it might be wrong also. 0, 1, 2, something like this. So if you look at here, after decimal, the repetition is not systematic. The repetition is very unsystematic. Anything is coming at any time. 2, 3, 6, 1. So such numbers cannot be represented. Such numbers cannot be represented in p by q form. That implies that root 5 is an irrational number. So this decimal is called non-terminating, non-repeating. Sometimes it is also called non-terminating, non-recurring decimal. Right, everyone? So irrational number are all those numbers which are having decimal as non-terminating, non-repeating. Such numbers are called irrational, and these numbers cannot be represented in the form of p by q. And now comes to real number. Some student commented there, sir, what is called real number? Yes, of course, he or she was right, correct. Real number is what, champion? Real number is the combination of rational plus irrational number. Rational, look, every rational and every irrational number are called real numbers. Why we are considering irrational as well? Because, my dear champion, these numbers, all these numbers can be represented on number line. So it indicates that they are having some existence. They exist. We can show on number line. Whether the number is rational, whether the number is irrational, we can show all the numbers on number line. Whether the number is rational or irrational, it means that their existence is approved. So this is called real numbers. But in higher classes, you will be studying about some imaginary numbers. The numbers, when the numbers come negative in root, for example, -7. You cannot represent this number on number line. Minus root 7, this is called complex number, champion. This is called complex number. When the number is in negative form, but it is inside the root, such numbers are called complex number. So you guys will be studying such numbers in the higher classes, in class 11th. So now I hope real number is clear, everyone. What is real number? Real number is a combination of all rational and irrational number which can be represented, which can be shown on number line, is called real number. Moving ahead, I hope this is clear to you. Please everyone take a screenshot. Yes, who is this? Kirtin. Very good, shabash, superb, Kirtin. Yeah, moving ahead. Okay, now let's talk about the basic difference between rational and irrational. So my dear champion, rational versus irrational, decimal expansion. Listen everyone, please focus here. So a rational number are all those numbers which can be represented in the form of p by q. And which number can be represented in p by q? This is the most important question. So my dear, if the decimal expansion is terminating, it means when you divide a number, the division is completed. It means that after decimal, up to 2, 3, 4 decimal places, the division has ended up. The division is completed. The remainder you are getting 0. So when the division is ended after decimal, so such decimals are called terminating. It means the division has completed, it's terminated. But when division is not completed, remainder is not 0, but after decimal the repetition is same pattern, 0.3333333333. So the repetition is in pattern form, in systematic form. So such decimals are called non-terminating. Why non-terminating? Because the division is not ended. The division is not ended. Division is still going on. We are not getting remainder 0. But one special thing here is, after decimal, same number is continuously repeating. So if same number is continuously repeating, this repetition is called non-terminating repeating decimal. So my dear champion, if the decimal expansion is terminating, or if the decimal expansion is non-terminating, repeating, all these numbers can be represented as p by q form. So it implies that whether the repetition is terminating and whether the repetition is non-terminating repeating, all the numbers are rational because they can be converted in the form of p by q. But if the decimal expansion is, can you see this decimal expansion? The value of root 2, 1.41421356. Oh my God. After decimal, the repetition is very unsystematic. Sometimes 4 is coming, sometimes 1 is coming, again 4 has come, then 2 is coming, then 1 is coming, then 3 has come. Now 5 has arrived, now 6 has produced. Anything is coming at any time. So this repetition is unsystematic. And this repetition, this decimal expansion is called non-terminating. Look, non-terminating and non-repeating. Why? Because after decimal the repetition is not systematic. So this is called non-terminating and non-repeating. For example, the value of root 2, the value of root 3, root 5, except perfect square, right? So these numbers, these repetition, these decimal expansion cannot be written in the form of p by q, and hence such numbers are called irrational numbers. I hope this is clear to you all. So rational terminating, if the decimal is terminating, or non-terminating but repeating. If any one of these two conditions is there, if any one of these two conditions are there, it means that they are rational number because they can be represented in the form of p by q, right? But if there is non-terminating, but if the decimal expansion is non-terminating and non-repeating, non-terminating, non-repeating. If the decimal expansion is non-terminating, non-repeating, it means that we cannot write in the form of p by q. We cannot write in the term of p by q. So it means that they all are irrational number. For example, root 2, root 3, root 6, pi, everything are irrational number. Why? Because they cannot be written in the form of P by Q. But if the decimal expansion is terminating and non-terminating, repeating, or a rational number. For example, look at the question. Classify rational or irrational. So there are 4 questions given and we have to classify whether the given questions are rational or irrational. So look at the questions, everyone. Here, look at the question. This is 7 by 8. So when you divide 7 from 8, we are getting 0.875. It means the division has ended up. And if division is ended up, so this is called terminating. Let me show you. If you divide 7 from 8, we need 0. So this is 8 8 just 64. So this will be 60. So we have already taken decimal. So we can put one more 0. Now 8 7 ja 56. Now we are getting 4. So, oh my God, yes, division. The remainder is 0. And if remainder is 0, it means that the division has completed. 0.875. So such divisions are called terminating, and if terminating condition is there, it implies that a rational number will be there. Second question is root 16. Root 16, 16 is a perfect square. So root 16 will give you 4, and 4 can be written as 4 by 1. And if 4 by 1 is there, it obviously will be rational number. Third is 11. 11 is not a perfect square. So 11 is a not perfect square, terminating, non-repeating. So this will be basically this is under root 11 basically. Okay, this is under root 11. Under root 11. So under root 11 is not a perfect square. So when you calculate the value of under root 11, there will be non-terminating, non-repeating decimal. So this will be irrational. And if you look at this 2.37, same pattern is repeating again and again, again and again, again and again, again and again. So if the repetition is systematic, same pattern, such numbers can be represented in the form of P by Q, and hence these will be rational number. This will be rational number. Why? Because the decimal expansion is systematic. After decimal, same number is repeating again and again. 0.37373737. So if the decimal expansion is such a way, when same numbers are repeating in continuously till infinity, so such numbers can be written as P by Q form, and if it can be written in P by Q form, it implies that it has to be rational number. I hope this is clear to you all. Moving ahead. Now moving ahead, fundamental theorem of arithmetic. So what is called fundamental theorem of arithmetic? Let me give you very simple method to teach you this fundamental theorem of arithmetic. Listen, fundamental theorem of arithmetic says that every composite number can be expressed as a product of primes, and this factorization is unique apart from the order of the factor. Listen, what does it mean by this statement? Listen, if I give you 16, my dear champion, so 16 can be written as 2 into 2 into 2 into 2. 16 can be written as 2 into 2 into 2 into 2. Now, if you look at this, 2 is what? 2 is a prime number. 2 is a prime number. The first prime number is 2. So my dear, 16 can be written as 2 into 2 into. It means that every composite numbers, this is composite number. Why this is composite number? Because 16 can be divided by 1, it can be divided by 2, it can be divided by 4, it can be divided by 16 itself. So how many factors 16 have? 4 factors. 4 numbers 16 can be divided by 4 numbers. So such numbers are called composite numbers, right? But according to fundamental theorem of arithmetic, every composite numbers can be expressed as a product of primes. So 2 is prime. 2 is prime. And 16 can be expressed in the terms of the product of prime. So this is called fundamental theorem of arithmetic. For example, 24. So 24 can be written as 2 into 2 into 2 to the 4 to the 8, 8 3 is 24. Now if you look at here, my dear, 3 is also prime. We cannot break 3 in more parts. 3 is itself a prime number and 2 is itself a prime number. But 24 can be written as 2 into 2 into 2 into 3, because 2 into 2, 4, 4 to the 8, 8 3 is 24. Getting my point? So fundamental theorem of arithmetic says that any composite number can be expressed as the product of its prime, and this factorization is unique. You cannot write 24, you cannot split 24 in other format except this. This is the single, this is the unique. So this is very important. Yeah, you can write this as 2 to the 4 to the 8 into 3, but 8 is not a prime number. So fundamental theorem of arithmetic will not be valid at this point, because 8 is a composite number. But fundamental theorem of arithmetic says that every composite number can be expressed as a product of prime. So the number should be prime everyone. I hope you all are getting my point. This is very important stuff. Okay, so for example, 60 can be written as 2 into 3 into 5. Now 2 is repeating 2 times, so 2 can be written as 2 square. 3 into 5. Now look at this. 2 is a prime number, 3 is a prime number, and 5 is also a prime number. So 60 can be written as the product of their prime. 2 square into 3 into 5. This is the prime factorization, and this is called, everyone, this is called prime factorization. Can you see here this whole format? This whole format, this is called what? This is called prime factorization. And this is the prime factorization of what? 60. I hope you all are getting my point. So this is very important to find the HCF and LCM. This is very important. You know, FTA, fundamental theorem of arithmetic, is very important to find out the HCF and LCM. Who is this? Sir, I have passed class 10 in 92.9% from CBSE board in maths. I have got 2 top number out of 100. I got very good. Superb, Arav. Congratulations, buddy. You did it well. Superb. Congratulations again. Very good. Perfect. I hope this is clear to you all. For example, please write the prime factorization of 40. So 40, see, if any one of you is writing 40 as 4 into 10. Yes, agree. 40 can be written as 4 into 10. But according to fundamental of theorem of arithmetic, this is not correct. Why? Because 4 is not a prime number, 10 is not a prime number. But fundamental theorem of arithmetic says that every composite number can be expressed as the product of prime. So now 4 can be written as 2 into 2 and 10 can be written as 2 into 5. Now all the numbers are prime. So this is perfect format. This is the right format. 2 into 2 into 2 into 5. Because 2 is also prime number and 5 is also prime number. So 40 can be written as the product of their prime. 2 is also prime and 5 is also prime. Now, as per your wish, you can write 2 to power 3, because how many 2 are there? 3 2 are there. So you can write 2 to power 3. 2 to power 3 is, we all know 8 will be there. But 8 into 5 is not correct format. So all the student who is new here for the first time watching this live class, go and hit the subscribe button. And if you haven't subscribed the channel yet, go and hit the subscribe button, and please hit the like button also of this live class. I hope you have also done, you have already done it. So if you haven't done it, please go and hit the like button of this live class. Everyone, go. The student who is new here, watching for the first time the live class here on this channel, welcome everyone on Diksha Vedantu. Hi everyone. Okay, moving ahead. So let's do a question here. Look this question. This is very important. This is from your NCERT textbook, by the way. Check whether 6 to power n can AND with the digit 0 for any natural number n. Very good question. Listen everyone. The question is asking to us, check whether 6 to power n can AND with the digit 0. First of all, let me tell you one very important thing. Any number which AND with 0, any number which AND with 0, all such numbers are divisible by 2 and 5. Please keep it in mind. If the number is ANDing with 0, it means the unit digit is 0. All the numbers will be divisible by 2 and 5. Means that all the numbers whose AND digit is 0 have 2 factor confirm, 2 and 5. But here question is asking 6 to power n can AND with digit 0. So let's check it once. So my dear, if I have already told you a number and in 0 divisible by 10, and if divisible by 10, it means that it will be divisible by 2 and 5. So please keep it in mind. If any, hi Priya, welcome to Diksha Vedantu, very good. Okay, so if a number is ending with 0, such numbers will be divisible by 2 and 5, confirm. Please keep this statement in your mind always. You can pick any number, you can select any number which is ending with 0 will be divisible by 2 and 5. This is my challenge to you. Okay. Now my dear, but here the question is asking 6 to power n. So my dear, 6 to power n can be written as 2 into 3. 6 means 2 into 3 to power n, whole power n. So see, 2 into 3 whole power n can be written as 2 to power n and 3 to power n. Now can you see here how many prime numbers are there? Only prime is 2 and 3 occur. Only prime is 2 but 5 is not there. Only prime is 2. My dear, by uniqueness of prime factorization, 5 can never appear. 5 can never appear because this is 6. So prime factor of 6 will never contain 5. It means that 6 to power n can never end with 0. Right? If at the place of 3, it would have been 5. If this number would have been 5, then we can say that yes, 6 to power n will be ending with 0, whatever. But look, if 6 to power n, if you put any number 6 to power n, we are getting 6. 6 to power 2, we are getting 36. 6 to power 3, we are getting here 216. 6 into 36 into 6, this will be there. Yeah, 216. So my dear, these numbers are not having unit digit as 0. So how this is possible that there will be these number will be ending with 0? No, not at all. So this is the proof. Moving ahead. Okay, so now find out HCF and LCM by using factorization method, prime factorization method. Please focus everyone because this is very important, and 100% I'm telling you, one question will be there from this particular topic. One question will be there in your exam at your school. Compulsory question comes in every exam. Being a math teacher, I know the mentality of all the teachers. They will be giving you this question. So let's find out the HCF and LCM between two integers using prime factorization method. Okay, so we have an example here, solved example. Look at the example. So find the HCF and LCM of 96 and 404. So my dear champion, before finding the solution HCF and LCM, always make sure to write the numbers in the prime factor form. And if the number is little bigger, 96 little bigger, if you go beyond 50, 60, the numbers are literally bigger numbers. So you cannot write the prime factorization directly. So to write the prime factor, we required LCM. So take LCM, simple LCM. Okay, so this is 2 and this will be 48. This is 2, this will be 24. This is 2, so this will be 12, this is 2, this will be 6, this is 2, this is 3. I hope this is clear to you. 96 can be written as 248, 24, 12, 2, this is. So here, how many 2 are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this is 2 to power 5 and into 3. So this is 3 here. I hope clear. 2 to power 5 into 3. Similarly, if you take the LCM of 404, and write the prime factor form. So 204 means 202. Now again from 2, this is 1. Now 101 is not divisible by any number. So we have to write only 1 here. So this will be the prime factor. So 404 can be written as how many 2? 2. So 2 to power 2 into 101 this is. Now how to find HCF? Listen champion, listen. So to find out the HCF, first HCF, a smallest power of common prime. Come on, smallest power of common prime. Always make sure whenever you are finding highest common factor, please take smallest power, opposite, smallest power of common prime. And if you are finding LCM, this is for HCF. Highest common factor. We all know the LCM is called lowest common multiple. So if the lowest word is there, always take the highest power. So my dear, this is the opposite rule. Highest power of common prime. This is the opposite. For highest common factor, always take a smallest power. For lowest common multiple, always take highest power. So my dear champion, if you look at here to find out the HCF, what we required? Smallest power of common prime. Smallest power of common prime. So my dear, 2 is here also and 2 is here also in the prime factor of 404. But we required a smallest power. So in these two, what is common? 2 is common. But smallest power. So in 2 to power 5, 2 to power 2, 2 to power 2 will be the smaller, which is present in both. We require common. So HCF will be equal to 2 to power 4 means 4. 2 to power 2 means 4. But to find the LCM, what we require? Highest power. So in these two, which will be considered? 2 to power 5. And here, come on, listen. 3 is here. Prime factor of 96 contains 3, but 3 is not here. But we can write 3 to power 0. 101 is here in the prime factor of 404, but 101 is not here. So we can write here 104 to power 0. If anything is present in the prime factor of first, but that is not present in prime factor of second, so we can put their power 0. Please, champion, for your clarity. So look, 3 to power 1 here and 3 to power 0, which will be considered 3 to power 1, because we are calculating LCM, so we required highest. Similarly, 101 to power 0 here and 101 to power 1, so which will be considered 101 because highest power. Now calculate. So 2 to power 5 will be 2 to the 4 to the 8 to the 16 to the 32. 32 into 3 into 101. So 32 into 3 will be 96 into 101. So when you divide 96 into 101, the result will be 96. This will be the result. You can check it once again. 9696 is the correct answer. I hope you are getting my point. So my dear, the important step is to find out the HCF. HCF always take the smallest power of the each common prime. But to find out the LCM, always take the greatest. See, HCF means highest common factor. So for highest, take a smallest. Opposite. We can say opposite. And for LCM, lowest common multiple, always take greatest because this is lowest. So take greatest. This is the opposite. This is the rule, champion. Very important. I hope this is clear to you all. One thing should be remember here. HCF always divide LCM. Yes, my dear. If you look at the answer HCF 4 and LCM 96. When you divide 96 from 4, this number will be divisible by 4. This number will be divisible by 4. So it implies that HCF always divides LCM. For co-prime numbers, HCF is always equal to, co-prime numbers, everyone listen. Co-prime numbers are all the numbers, they always come in pair form. Please make sure. So co-prime numbers are all those numbers who have common factor only as 1. For example, 5 and 7. If I ask you, which number is common factor for both? Give me a number which can divide both 5 and 7. So there is only one number. There is only one number 1. If I ask you one more pair, 11 and 23. Give me a number which can divide 11 as well as 23. So there is only one. There is only one number which is 1. So my dear, all the numbers, all the pair of numbers which are having common factor as 1, such numbers are called co-prime numbers. I hope this is clear to you all. So co-prime numbers are all those numbers which are having common factor as 1. So in such co-prime pair, the LCM will be always the product of HCF. For example, my dear, I have 5 and 11. If I ask you what will be the LCM, now you can see 5 and 11 both are co-prime. Both are co-prime numbers. So LCM will be what? LCM will be the multiplication of both the numbers. You don't need to take prime factorization or anything. Just multiply the numbers. So 5 into 11 will be 55. This is the answer. This is the answer. So if co-prime numbers are there, the LCM will always be multiplication. And what will be the HCF? What will be the HCF of 5 and 11? Only 1 will be the HCF, because 5 and 11 are co-prime numbers. So for co-prime pairs, HCF will always be 1 and the LCM will be the product of the number itself. You don't need to take prime factors and all. If the co-prime pairs are there, LCM will be product. Moving ahead. Okay. So there is one more important concept, my dear champion. For any two positive integers A and B, HCF and LCM, the product of HCF and LCM is equal to the product of number itself. This is very magical rule. If you are taking any number AB, so the HCF of these two number and LCM of these two number, if we do product of HCF and LCM, it will be equal to the product of number itself. This is the rule. Yes, my dear, this is valid for all the numbers, all the integers. So the multiplication of LCM and HCF is equal to the product of their number itself. Let me show you with an example. You can't trust on my words without example, without taking some proof. So let's do the proof here. So we have one question here, and this is from your NCERT textbook, exercise 1.1, question number 4. So look at the question here, my dear champion. The HCF of this number and this number, so let's say this is A and this is B, is equal to 9. So this is HCF given to you. HCF is given to you, right? And we have to find out LCM. What will be the LCM? So we have formula, this formula, HCF into LCM is equal to the product of the numbers. Now, HCF is already given. This is 9, so this is 9. Into LCM, we need to calculate LCM. So let's take as it is. And the product of number itself, 306 into 657. Now, my dear, 9 is in multiplication. So if 9 will go there, it will be dividing the product of these numbers. So LCM will be equal to, if we do the multiplication, this will be 42 divided by 9. So this will cancel and the result will be 2, 2, 3, 3, 8. This is the answer. So this will be LCM. So my dear champion, using this formula, any three information will be given to you and you have to find out the fourth one. Numbers might be given to you, LCM might be given to you, and you have to find out HCF. Or HCF and LCM will be given to you and any one number will be given to you and you have to calculate the fourth other number. So the question may come in different format based on this formula. So this is very important formula, please. HCF into LCM is equal to product of number itself. Right, everyone? This is very important. I hope this is clear to you all. You can prove it, yeah. Just prove it. Prove. Listen, for example, I am taking a number 4 and 8. These are the numbers. If I ask you, what will be the HCF? HCF, what is HCF? HCF is highest common factor. It means HCF is the number which can divide both. The smallest number, the first number which can divide both. I think 2 will be the correct answer. Because 2 can divide 4 also, 2 can divide 8 also. So HCF is what? HCF is the number which can divide both the numbers. The smallest prime number which can divide both. And if I ask you LCM, LCM is what? Lowest common multiple. So multiple of 4 and multiple of 8 and lowest multiple. Multiple means, you know, multiple means table. Listen, let me show you clearly. If we write the multiple of 4, 4 1 ja 4, 4 2 ja 8, 4 3 ja 12, 4 6 and so on. If we write the multiple of 8, 8 1 ja 8, 8 2 ja 16, 8 3 ja 24, 8 4 ja 32. Now listen, champion. LCM means what? Least common multiple. Now can you check it here? In this table, which number is common? The first number which is appearing in both. So 8 is appearing in both, my dear champion. So this is called, can you see? This is called LCM, lowest common multiple. The number which is appearing in the table of both the numbers. So LCM will be here 8. Getting my point? I hope you are getting my point. Very good. Okay. Now, if you do the multiplication of here, multiplication of 2 and 8, what we are getting? Oh my God, 16. And if you multiply, what rubbish is the lowest common multiple? 2 can divide 4. SCO, something is missing here. 2 square, and 8 can be written as 2 to power 3. Okay, so what we are getting here? 4, 8, 8, lowest common multiple. Lowest common multiple. Something is missing there. Please write this. So 2 to the 4 to, yes, this is correct. So we have 2 to, oh, we have written here 2. LCM will be 2 to power 4 will be the LCM. The highest common factor, sorry, the highest common factor will be 4. Common factor, champion, common. So this will be 4. 4 can divide 4, 4 can divide 8. The highest common factor will be, mistakenly it was written there 2. So 8 into 4, if we multiply 8 into 4, if we multiply here 8 into 4, what will be the number here? Can you see? LCM is 4, HCF is 4, LCM is 8, so 8 into 4 is 32. And if we multiply the number itself, 4 into 8 is 32. Hence prove that the product of HCF LCM and the product of this number itself is equal to 32. This is the power of this rule. So the product of HCF and LCM is equal to the product of number itself. So this is very important. I hope this is clear to you also. Let me write again here. Okay, so this is lowest common multiple. Let me write again. Let me clear you. 4 1 ja 4, 4 2 ja 8, 4 3 ja 12, 4 3 ja 16, and here this is 8 1 ja 8, 8 2 ja 16, 8 3 ja 24. So this is coming here. So LCM will be 8 here. I hope this is clear to you all. Clear, everyone? Okay, anyone, any doubt to anyone, please ask me again. I can clear your doubt for you, everyone. Please tell me. Everything is clear? LCM, HCF means highest common factor. Highest common. Highest common. So we cannot take 2 because 2 is not the common. Hi, Preeti, hi. I hope this is clear to you all. So why HCF is not 2? HCF cannot be 2 because 2 is not present in both. Can you see? We are talking about here common, highest common factor, highest common factor, which can divide both the numbers. But highest. So this is all about. Moving ahead. Okay. Please explain again okay, Preeti, I'm explaining you again. Listen, let's erase everything. So here I'm teaching you guys, everyone, if we take two integers, two numbers, the product of their HCF and LCM is equal to the product of the number itself. Let me show you. Please explain the last part again. Okay, I'm explaining from starting for you. So let's take an example. For example, I have a number 16 and I have a number here, for example, 64. This is B. Okay, this is B. Please everyone focus here because this is very important as board examination point of view, because one question will be there in MCQ section from this particular theory. This is very important. So let's find out the HCF and LCM first. So 16 can be written as 2 into 2 into 2 into 2. 2 to the 4 to the 8 to the 16. And 64 can be written as 2 into 2 into 2 into 2. So this will be 2 to power 4 and this will be 2 to power 5. 2 to the 4 to the 8 to the 16 to the 64. 2 to the 4 to the 8 to the 16 to the 32 to the 64. This will be 2 to power 6. Now, if I ask you to find out the HCF, my dear champion, to find out the HCF, HCF is what? Highest common factor. But let me give you a short trick. Whenever you are finding HCF, always take the smallest common power. For HCF, take a smallest. For LCM, take largest. This is the rule. For HCF, take a smallest. So my dear, this is 2 to power 4 and this is 2 to power 6. So we have to take a smallest, and which is common in both. 2 to power 4 is common in both. 2 to power 4. This will be your HCF. But when you find LCM, what is the full form of LCM? Lowest common multiple. Lowest common multiple. Can you see lowest word? But you have to take opposite. If lowest word is there, you have to take opposite. So what is the opposite of lowest? Highest is the opposite. So we have to take highest power. 2 to power 4, 2 to power 6. Which is the highest? 2 to power 6. So my dear, what is the HCF here? 2 to the 4. 2 to the 4 to the 8 to the 16. 16 is the HCF. And what is the LCM? What is the LCM? 2 to the 4 to the 8 to the 16 to the 32 to the 64. So 64 is the LCM. This is the answer. My dear champion, if you multiply both the numbers 16 into 64, whatever you are getting here, and look at the number itself. So if you multiply, oh my God, same result. Same result. So it implies that the product of number itself is equal to the product of their HCF and LCM. Who is this? Sachin. Yes, what you are writing, Sachin, if we need large number, see, first let me tell you one thing. If question comes up from this particular theory in your exam, the question will look like this. Two numbers will be given to you, their HCF will be given to you, and you have to find out LCM. Or LCM will be given to you, two numbers will be given to you, find HCF. So such a number comes up in exam, my dear. Preeti, is it clear to you? Preeti Kuri, is it clear to you? Is it clear to you? So any three information will be given to you. This, or this, what will we be? This, what will be HCF? So such question generally comes in exam. I hope this is clear to you, Sachin. Clear? Moving ahead. Okay. Now let's talk about irrational number. Little bit. So irrational numbers and their behavior. So my dear champion, first of all, understand the irrational numbers. Listen everyone. So basically irrational numbers are all those numbers which can't be written in the form of P by Q. This is the irrational number property. Can't be written in the form of P by Q. Now the question comes here, why? Why it cannot be, why they can't be written in form of P by Q? Listen everyone. Because if you look at few rational numbers, root 2, root 3, root 5, and even the value of pi. If you write the value of pi 3.14216, different kind of digits is repeating there. So if you write the value, for example, I'm taking root 5. If you find out the value of root 5, it looks that's 2.2361012. Please verify. Kindly verify. I'm writing randomly because I know 3-digit places. So please verify. But if you look at after decimal, the numbers are repeating, but very unsystematic order. Anything is coming at any time. The repetition is not systematic. This is called non-terminating, non-repeating decimal. In some books, it is also called non-terminating, non-recurring decimal. Because after decimal, after point, the repetition is not systematic. The repetition is very unsystematic, uncluttered. So such decimals, such expansion can't be written in the form of P by Q, and that's why root 5 is irrational number. Now have patience. I'm going to prove also mathematically how we can. This is the some other thing. This is the property of root 5, but we can also prove it by doing mathematical operation, and that is called contradiction method. Look at few examples there and look at this question. Prove root 2 is irrational. So I'm going to do this question later on. Please have patience. So if the decimal expansion is very unsystematic, anything is coming out at any time. So such numbers can't be written in the form of P by Q, and that is why it is irrational. Now, few important things, operations you should focus here. This is very important, operations. So my dear, the sum of rational and irrational is always irrational. Let me give you example. So I'm giving you example of this here. For example, let me give you example. for this yellow color. Okay, so if we take a rational 2 plus, for example, root 5, so my dear, 2 plus root 5 is also irrational number. It is also irrational. So please, these operations are very important. Rational plus irrational is always irrational. Second is non-zero. Rational into irrational is also irrational. Non-zero means except 0, anything. If any number is getting multiplied with irrational, the result will be irrational. For example, 5 into root 2, non-zero. I'm taking 5 into root 2 is irrational. So 5 root 2 will be also irrational number. It is also irrational number. So please keep it in mind. Third is irrational plus irrational or irrational minus irrational may be rational, may be irrational. Yeah, this is very important. Why? Listen everyone. For example, if I'm taking here first condition, root 2 plus root 2 means rational plus rational. So the result will be what? 2 root 2. And this is irrational number. This is irrational. But there is one more possibility. There is one more possibility. If we subtract root 2 minus root 2, if we subtract root 2 minus root 2, so the result will become 0. Oh my God. Root 2 minus root 2, root 2 minus root 2, it has become 0. And 0 is a rational number. Why 0 is a rational number? Because 0 is equivalent to 0 by 6, 0 by 1, 0 by 3, anything can be there. So 0 by any number is 0 and 0 is a rational number. So my dear, if you are adding rational plus rational, it may be irrational, it may be rational, it depends on situation. Right? Okay. Now, irrational in irrational, this is very complex and very confusing. Irrational into irrational can result either an rational or a rational number. Let me show you. If you multiply root 5 into 5, so this will be 5 root 2, 5 root 5. Rational into rational can result either rational or irrational number. So my dear, if we multiply 5 into, let's say, take both, because this is irrational into irrational, so we have to take a root 5 again. So my dear champion, if we multiply root 5 into root 5, oh my God, it has become 5. Root 5 into root 5 is equal to 5. And 5 means what? 5 can be written as 5 by 1. And 5 by 1 is the format of rational number. So my dear champion, please make sure the product of rational and rational is equal to, will give you irrational into irrational will give you a rational number. Anyone is asking anything? Is prove it is irrational. Let minus 5 by 3. Yeah. Perfect, Sachin. Very good. I hope this is clear to you all. So I saw a question in one of the most reputed book of India. The question was look like what we should multiply in root 5 to make it rational. What we should multiply in root 5 to make it rational. So if root 5 is already there, so what we have to multiply? We need to multiply one more root 5, because root 5 into root 5 will become 5, and 5 means what? 5 by 1, and 5 by 1 is the format of rational number. It is the format of rational number. So this is logical question. Such question comes in Olympiad also, very important. I hope this is clear to you all. Root 5 into root 5 will be 5, and 5 is the rational number. Okay, so let's do this question here. I hope you have taken the screenshot of the screen, and if you guys are writing with me on your notebook, this is very good thing. Please copy it. Okay, so let's do, what is root 5? Please, you guys can verify the dimension, decimal expansion of root 5. 2.236 is correct. After 6 you can verify at least once. Don't get confused. Let me clarify. Decimal expansion. What is the decimal expansion of root 5? Please verify, everyone. Don't leave anything confusing. Clear everything correctly, because this is all about maths. 2.260679 is 2.26. The correct format is 2.23606 something and so on. This is the correct format. 2.2360679. This is 7679 something. Again, you can see now after decimal, very unsystematic repetition. So please verify this is the correct format. So this is basically non-terminating, non-repeating decimal, which is irrational number. Now let's do one question here. Moving ahead. Okay, show that 5 minus root 3 is an irrational number. Who can do this question? Anyone is there? Thank you, sir. Prince Kumar Yadav. Prince, welcome to Diksha Vedantu. You all are lovely kids. You all are 10th titans. 10th titans. Okay, so let's move ahead. Let's do the question. Show that 5 minus root 3 is rational given root 3 is irrational. Everyone know. If it would not have been given here, root 3 is irrational, then still we can solve this question without this information, because we all know. We all are literate. We all are genius. We all know root 3 is a rational number. So listen, champion. Whenever such question comes in front of you, everyone know. Everyone knows this 5 minus root 3 is a rational number. But CBSE wants proof. Evaluator wants proof. So how to prove? Listen, everyone. So whenever start solving this question, always consider these questions as a rational number. This is called, assumption method. So assume, let me use blue color. That will be visible to you all. Assume what? 5 minus root 3 are what? Rational number. Let's assume this is called assumption method. So let's assume 5 minus root 3 is a rational number. This a is not in multiply form. Don't get confused. So let's remove it. So this is a. Okay, is a rational number. Now, my dear, if we have imagined 5 minus root 3 a rational number, it implies that it can be written as 5 minus root 3 is equal to p by q. Because we have assumed as a rational number, so we can write p by q. So this is rational number. Okay. Now do one thing. Shift this root 3 that side and please pull p by q this side. So it can be written as 5 minus p by q, because here p by q is positive. When it will come this side, it will become negative, and minus root 3 will go there. Root 3. Now solve this. Take LCM. So this will be 5q, because after taking LCM, minus p divided by q, and this is equal to root 3. My dear champions, this root 3 is purely irrational number. Everyone know? But here, this is p by q is a rational number. It means it was a fraction. And when we are doing multiplication, division, so this is still fraction. This is still fraction. So this is a rational format. This is a rational number. And now, can you see here? The right side is irrational number and the left side is a rational number, and both are equal to each other, which is not possible. A rational number cannot be equal to irrational number. So this is a contradiction. It contradicting that rational number can't be equal to an what, everyone? Irrational number. And why this contradiction is happened? Why this contradiction is occurred? Because our assumption was a rational number. So it implies that this number has to be an irrational number, because this is contradicting. This error has occurred. Rational irrational can't be equal to each other. So 5 minus root 3 has to be an irrational number. I hope this question is clear to you, everyone. There is nothing challenging for you all. Hi, Bunny. What happened, Bunny? Is it clear, Bunny? Everyone clear? Prince is there, Sachin is there. So whenever such question comes up, please assume as a rational number. And once you assume that rational number, we can write P by Q equal to P by Q. And after doing the mathematical calculation, make sure to keep root function alone. Make sure to make a root function alone. Once you made root function alone, now you can compare RHS and LHS. RHS is irrational and LHS is rational, and they both are equal, which is not possible in maths. A rational number can't be equal to irrational number. So this is contradicting the situation. And why this contradiction is occurred? Because our assumption was rational number. So our assumption has become wrong. So 5 minus root 3 has to be an irrational number. Moving ahead. So now one more question. Okay, so this is very important. Very important. So let's do the question. We have to prove that root 2 is irrational. So this is the method here. We have to assume the opposite. It means we have to prove irrational, so we have to assume rational. So this is proof. Assume opposite, follow the logic, reach an impossibility which is not possible, so our assumption has become false. Now the template is assume root p. Root p means anything under root except perfect square. So assume as equal to a by b. So a and b are co-prime numbers. So let's do the question. I hope this is clear to you all. Everyone, please focus. How to prove root 2 is an irrational number? I am going to make this solution very magical and easy for you all, champions class 9th. Listen. So prove that root 2 is irrational number. So now we are going to prove this by contradiction method. This is called by contradiction method. This is called contradiction method. So everyone, class 10th titans, class 10th warriors, please focus on solution the way I'm solving the question here. Everyone please focus. So let's do. So let's assume solution. Let's do the solution. So assume root 2 is a rational number. So I have assumed root 2 as a rational number. And once we have assumed root 2 is a rational number, it means that we can write root 2 as P by Q, because we have assumed root 2 is a rational number. One important line that you have to mention here, very important, because when I went for evaluation of answer sheet in CBSE, teachers were genuinely deducting the marks who had not written this line that I'm going to tell you. Please look at here. This line is very important. Here P and Q are co-primes. This is very important to mention there. Here P and Q are co-prime. This is very important to mention. Co-prime means what? P and Q can only have common factor as 1. The common factor between P and Q is only 1, which is 1. P can be divided by 1 and Q can be divided by 1. Hi sir, who is this? Anirudh. Hi Anirudh, welcome to Diksha Vedantu platform. So we have assumed root 2 is a rational number, and once we have assumed, we can write root 2 is equal to P by Q. And this line is very important to mention, everyone. Please don't forget to write this line. P and Q are co-prime numbers, co-prime pairs, and we all know co-prime numbers are all those numbers which is having common factor only 1. P can be divided by 1 and Q can be divided by 1. Now move ahead. Now do cross multiplication. So if we do cross multiplication, it will look like root 2Q is equal to P. Now squaring both sides. Squaring both sides. So what will happen after squaring both sides? Root 2 will remove and it can be written as 2Q square is equal to P square. Now my dear champion, here 2 is in multiplication with Q square. So if we send this to their right hand side, it implies that P square will be divided by 2, because we are shifting this to that side. If we are shifting to that side, it means P square will be divided by 2. So we can write here, so P is divisible by 2. And if P square is divisible by 2, so P is also divisible by 2. P is also divisible by 2. Divisible by 2. Now after this line, most of the student get stuck here. After this line, what we have to write? This is the most important point that I'm going to tell you. And most of the student of class 10 stuck here. They don't know how to teachers used to write this. So listen everyone, please forget everything just for a little while. Please forget everything and focus on this line. P is also divisible by 2, or P is divisible by 2. So my dear champion, if P is divisible by 2, we can write P is equal to 2 into anything. 2 into anything. So let's say I'm taking 2m. If you want to take n, you can take n. If you want to take x, you can take x. If you want to take anything at the place of m, you can take. This m is making 2 is in multiplication form. And if 2 is with multiply of something, it means that if this 2 will come this side, p will be divided by 2. So this is our motto. So you can write P is equal to 2 into anything, equation number 1. And let's consider this is equation number 1 and this is equation number 2. So listen everyone. Let me clear you. If I ask you, or if I give you a statement, A is divisible by 7. So we can write A is equal to 7 into anything. A is equal to 7 into P. A is equal to 7 into whatever, 7 into Bangalore. A is equal to 7 into Delhi. We can write anything because 7 is in multiplication with Delhi. So it implies that 7 will come this side. So A is divided by 7. So if P is divisible by 2, so we can write P is equal to 2m. As per your wish, you can take anything at the place of m. Right? Now, we have equation 1, we have equation 2. So putting 2 in first. So let's put 2 in first. So this is 2q square already there. And at the place of P, 2m will come. So 2m square. So we can write 2q square and it will look like 4m square. At the place of P, we have already put it down 2m. So 2m will go 2 square, 4m square. Now this 2 will, oh my God. Now 2 is at the right side. 2 is with multiplication with m. And if 2 is in multiplication with m, if we send 2 this side, if 2 will come this side, it implies that now q square will be divided by 2. Here P is divided by 2. Now here Q is divided by 2. It implies that we got one more factor for P on Q, and which is violating our assumption, because our assumption was P and Q are co-prime. So they had only one common factor 1. But here we are getting one more factor in the form of 2. So listen. So Q square is divisible by 2. Hence, Q is also divisible by 2. Q is also divisible by 2. It is contradict. It is contradict. What contradict? P and Q are co-prime. But here one more factor. In the form of 2, we are getting one more factor. Here, P and Q had only one factor, that is 1. Now we are getting one more factor. This is contradiction. So it contradicts as P and Q are what? Co-primes. Co-prime numbers. Co-prime numbers. So root 5 is rational number. Sorry, irrational number, because our assumption was rational. So our assumption has become wrong. So root 2 is an what? Irrational number. So this is the proof. My dear, you can apply this method of proof for any number, whether it is root 2, root 5, root 7, anything is there. I hope this is clear to you all. Sachin is giving me complete explanation in words root 2 is rational. Wow, Sachin, perfect. So it contradicts as P and Q are co-prime. And why this contradiction is occurred? Because our assumption was rational number. Moving ahead. So these are the few questions I'm giving you. Express 3825 as a product of prime factor. So go and take the LCM of this. Take the LCM of this. and write the factor form in multiplication. These are the question here in this question, LCM and HCF. This is LCM, this is LCM, this is HCF is given to you, and we have to verify. We have to verify this formula. The product of HCF LCM is equal to the product of two numbers. So these questions, please take a screenshot and practice these questions before writing your first PT exam at your school. These are the most important question I have brought up for all class 10 students. Please take a screenshot. Moving ahead to the chapter number 2, polynomials. If still you have any kind of problem, my dear champion, after completion of the first chapter, if you still have any problem, any difficulty, please write it down in chat section, or after completion of live section, you can write your problem, difficulty, challenges in comment section also of this live class. So this contradiction is due to our wrong assumption that root 2 is rational, but now it is proved it's irrational. Yes, perfect. Yes, Sachin, stay blessed everyone. Moving ahead, chapter number 2, polynomials. So in this chapter, what we are going to talk about, please look at here. We are going to talk about identify which expression are polynomial. So if the expression is given to you, but whether the given expression is polynomial or not, first this is very important to identify the polynomial. Degree, what is called degree in linear quadratic cubic polynomial, zeros of a polynomial and their geometrical meaning, relationship between zeros and coefficient forming a quadratic, and important NCERT questions. So these are tasks that we are going to complete next. So look at the question first. Everyone please focus. This is chapter number 2, polynomials. So first of all, what is called polynomials? So polynomials are the algebraic expression. Can you see there? These are the expressions, but not sure these are polynomial or not, we are going to verify, but these are called expression. Whether the expressions are correct polynomial or not, we are going to verify everything. Okay. Sir, can you prove that 5 plus root 2? Pavan, to prove 5 plus root 2 irrational number, assume that number as rational, and please write 5 plus root 2 is equal to P by Q, and please make sure to keep root 2 family at one side and complete fraction at another side. So fraction and root 2 cannot be equal to each other because root 2 is irrational and fraction is rational. So rational irrational can't be equal to each other, and that's why 5 plus root 2 has to be irrational. Clear? I hope this is clear to you. Okay, so first let's identify whether these expressions are polynomial or not. So first listen everyone. For polynomial, the condition is, in a polynomial, every power of the variables are called x, y, z. These things are called variable. X, y, z present in the expression are called variable. So every power of variable must be a whole number. So if you have any algebraic expression and variable is there, I mean x, y, z is there, so their power must be a whole number. Whole number means it can be 0, it can be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, but if the power is fraction, 1 by 2, 3 by 2, or if the power is negative, that expression will not be considered as polynomial. So the first rule is clear. Is irrational plus irrational is irrational. Yes, Gesu, irrational plus irrational is always irrational, but if you write this way, for example, rational is root 2 plus root 2. So this will give you 2 root 2, which is irrational. But if you add root 2 plus minus root 2, root 2 plus minus root 2, right? So the result will be 0, and 0 is the rational number. 0 is the rational number. So it depends how you are adding the irrational number, right? So if only positive sign is there, the result will be irrational. I hope this is clear to you, Gishu. I can clear your every doubt, everyone. This channel is dedicated for class 10th board preparation. Stay connected with this channel if you all are dreaming to achieve 95, 98, 99% in your board exam. I'm not promising you randomly. We have proved last year. We have produced a lot of toppers. So on the basis of our previous data, I'm assuring you everyone. So let's move ahead. Okay, we are discussing here polynomial. So polynomials are those expressions in which the power of variable, it means the power of x, y, z is a whole number. Whole number means 0, 1, 2, 3 till infinity. Coefficients Coefficients may be what? Any real number, even root 2 or pi. Yes, my dear, this is the beauty of polynomials. Coefficients, you know coefficient? Coefficients are those numbers which are attached with variable. For example, here in this expression, x is the variable and this number is called coefficient. Here x square is the variable, x is variable, and this is called coefficient. So coefficient of x square is 4, coefficient of x is 3, and this is called pure constant. Why? Because there is no any variable. There is no any variable. 7 is alone. 7 is king. There is no variable. So 7 is called pure constant. 4 and 3, they are also constant. They are also constant, but they have a special name, which are called coefficients. Why coefficients? Because 4 and 3 are attached with a variable. So they have a special name, and which is coefficient. Okay, let's come to the point. And the point we are discussing here. So let's talk about whether the given expressions are polynomial or not. So here this is polynomial, yes. Why? Because all power of x, here can you see the power of x is 1, here the power of x is 2. So all power of x 2, 1, 0 are whole number. So this is degree 2. The highest power is called degree. So this is called degree 2. Degree means what, champion? Highest power. If the expression is approved as polynomial, if this is polynomial, so in that polynomial the highest power is called degree. The highest power or degree. Okay, moving ahead. This is polynomial or not? Yes, this is polynomial. Why? Because the variable is y and the power of variable is 2, which is a whole number. See, it can be anything. The number can be anything. Root 2, root 5, root 6, pi, whatever they can be anything. Variable should not have power fraction. The power of variable should be a whole number. So this is also polynomial. Yes, this is polynomial. Why? This is the reason. Root 2 is only a coefficient. Power of y is 2. So degree is 2 here. Why degree? Because the variable, see, you can consider here is also y. Just imagine for a while, little while, there is y, but the power of y is 0. And when the power has become 0, it will be equivalent to 1. So y to power 0 is equal to 1. So 1, we can't always show the 1. If there is nothing, it means y is there, but the power of y might be 0. And y to power 0, here, y to power 0 is equal to 1. Yes. And if we are not writing it, even 7 also, here we can consider x, but the power of x might have been, it would have been 0, x to power 0, and x to power 0 is equal to 1. But it is also valid, whole number, the power should be 0, 1, 2, 3. So as per the rule of polynomial, this is valid. I hope you all are getting my point, everyone. Is it clear to all? Are you all enjoying the session? Are you all enjoying the session? If you all are enjoying the session, please give me thumbs up, send me some hearts in chat section. I'm eagerly waiting for your response. If you all are genuinely enjoying, please show me your presence. Send me some hearts, send me your thumbs up. Yes, sir. Yes, Sonu, sir. We all are enjoying the session. Moving ahead. Is this polynomial? No, this will not be polynomial because the variable is under root. And if the variable is under root, it means the power will be t to power half. Whenever anything is under root, what does it mean by under root? Under root means the power will be half. And if the variable has power half, and the power should be whole number, but here power is fraction, so it can't be polynomial. So this is not polynomial because power half is not a whole number. This is the reason. Moving ahead. Y plus 2 to power 2 divided by y. My dear champion, what is the power of y here? 1. But power y to power 1 is in denominator. So if you modify this as y plus 2 into y to power minus 1, if we take denominator in upward direction, in up, if we take denominator up, so that will be equal to y to power minus 1. And if the power will become negative, negative, it is violating the rule of polynomial. So my dear, it will not be polynomial. Why? 2 to power y will be equal to 2 y to power minus 1. Power is negative, so this is not polynomial. This is polynomial. Here, how many variables are there? 3. X is variable, y is variable, 3 variable. There can be any variable, there can be anything, but the power should be whole number. This is the condition. So this is polynomial. All powers are whole number, polynomial, 3 variable. Okay. And this is, no, this will not be polynomial. Why? Because the power of the variable is minus 3. One of the, this is also, here the power of variable is 2, but here the variable power has, the power is minus 3, which is violating the rule of polynomial. So it can't be a polynomial. The term 5x to power minus 3 has a negative power. Third, 7 is also a polynomial. Why? If only 7 is there, my dear all class 9th champion, if only 7 is there, you can imagine any variable with 0 power. Yes, this is proof. Any variable with 0 power. Why? Because x to power 0 means what? 1. And if we write 7 into 1, which will be equal to 7. So this is polynomial. Why? Constant polynomial, 7x to power 0, and degree will be 0. I hope this is clear to you all. And last is under root x plus 2. This will not be polynomial. This will not be polynomial. Why? Because root x has power half, not a whole number, so power should be a whole number. So these are the rules by which you guys can identify whether the polynomial has, whether the given expression will be a polynomial or not. Moving ahead. Okay, so now let's talk about the definition of polynomial. What is called polynomial, definition and degree. So my dear champion, polynomial is an algebraic expression. It is an algebraic expression. It is an algebraic expression in which some variables are there, and some constants are there. So such expressions are called polynomial. Let me show you. For example, I am writing one polynomial in the form of x. This is x3, x2, x plus any number like 3 here. My dear champion, whenever you are writing any polynomial, and if you are starting from power 3, so then the power 2 will come, then power 1 will come, then power 0 will come, but we don't require to show the 0. X to power 0 is equivalent to 1, so we can ignore that. So this systematic expression is called polynomial. Can you see here? This is called polynomial. All the powers are whole number, and this is called pure constant. Now they can be anything. The coefficient of x can be anything, this can be anything, it can be anything. These are called coefficient. 3 here, 3 is what? 3 is the coefficient, 3 is constant, but it has a special name. I'm talking about this 3. Don't get confused. Let's make it, this is 13 because I'm teaching you initially. So coefficient of x cube is 3. Now this 7 is what? 7 is called coefficient of x square is 7 here. And 5 is what? 5 is a constant. I agree. 5 is a constant, but 5 is in multiplication with x. So 5 got a special name, a special term, and this is called coefficient. This is called coefficient. Whose coefficient? Coefficient of x. And this 13, there is no any variable. So this is called constant term. This is called constant term. I hope this is clear to you all. And such expressions are called polynomials. The combination of variable, here variable is x. Please write it down also. Here the variable is what? X is the variable. So this is called polynomial. My dear champion, now the highest power is called degree. This is degree here. What is called degree? If you are writing any polynomial, the highest power of the polynomial is called degree. Can you see? Can you see here? The highest power of polynomial is called degree. Highest power of variable in any polynomial. In any polynomial, The highest power is called degree. And here, can you see in this expression, the highest power is 3. These are the variable x, 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 and highest power is 3. So here, in this question, degree is equal to 3. Here, degree is equal to 3. I hope you are getting my point. Highest power is called degree, and this systematic expression is called polynomials. And if we erase this expression will called quadratic polynomial, because the highest power is 2. If we erase this, now this expression is called linear polynomial, because x to power 1 is there. Now if we erase this is called 0 degree polynomial, because only coefficient term is there. So my dear champion, I hope this is clear to you all. Quadratic polynomial, cubic polynomial, and 0 degree polynomial. I hope this is clear to you all. Quadratic polynomial when the degree is 3. So this is all about, listen everyone, write the degree and type. Look at the question. This is 2x minus 5. So here the power is 1, and if the highest power is 1, the degree 1. So this is called linear polynomial. So linear polynomial, this polynomial, linear polynomial will always give you a straight line. It will always give you a straight line on graph. Linear polynomial always give you straight line on graph. Now the second is 3x square plus 7x minus 1, which is the highest power. Highest power is 2, so this is called degree. So degree 2, and such equations are called, such polynomial are called quadratic polynomial. Can you see here the quadratic polynomial? And this is very important because we are going to do most of the question based on this. So the quadratic polynomial will give you parabola on graph. Parabola on graph. Linear polynomial will give you a straight line, and quadratic polynomial will give you parabola. Whether the parabola will be upward or downward, we'll be talking about everything later on. Okay, here in this equation, x cube minus root 2x plus 5, this is power 3, so the highest power is 3, and such polynomial are called cubic polynomial. So if degree is 1, linear polynomial, degree is 2, quadratic polynomial, and if degree is 3, is called cubic polynomial. Linear polynomial always a straight line on graph. Quadratic polynomial always give you parabola. Moving ahead. Okay, now let's talk about values and zeros of a polynomial. Let's understand the values. Who is this? Is it clear to everyone? Who is this? Okay, is it clear to everyone? The linear polynomial will always give you a straight line on graph, and quadratic polynomial parabola. Parabola means look like, this is called parabola. Graph, this is parabola. Okay. Let's do the question here. So what, understand this, values and zeros of a polynomial. So listen, the question is P means polynomial. Pk is found by substitute x is equal to 2. So P is a polynomial in any variable, whether it is in x form, y form, it can be anything. But when we put x is equal to 8, it will give you some value. For example, we have this equation, quadratic polynomial, x square minus 3x plus 2, and I'm asking you what will be P2. If this is x, the polynomial is in x form. If I want P2, so it implies that at the place of x, we have to put 2 and find the value. So at the place of x, now put 2. So 2 square minus 3 into 2 plus 2. Find out the value. 2 to the 4, 3 to the 6 plus 2. So 4 plus 6, 6. Oh my God, the result is 0. So this is called value. And if you are getting result 0, the value of x at which polynomial will become 0. The value of x at which the polynomial will give you 0, that value is called zeros. That value is called zeros, everyone. So look at the question here. If we put x is equal to 2 here, we are getting px is 0. So this is value, that the result that we are getting is called value, and if the value is 0, this 2, x is equal to 2 is zeros. This is called 0 because at x equals to 2, the value of polynomial has become 0. Now my dear champion, if you are solving quadratic polynomial, so there will be 2 zeros because highest power is 2. The degree decides how many solutions will be there, how many zeros will be there. So if we are solving quadratic polynomial, so there will be two zeros. There will be two zeros. So 0, I hope you have understood, k is a 0 of px, because on putting the value p2 we are getting 0 result. So 0 solve px 0, 0 of ax plus b is x equals to minus b. My dear champion, one more thing. If we have linear equation, for example, if we have 2x plus 3, this is 2x plus 3, and if I ask you what should be the value of x so that it can satisfy the situation, so x will be equal to 3 will go there, minus 3, and this is 2. So this will be the zeros of linear equation. So ax plus b, the zeros will be x equals to minus b by a, minus 3 by 2. This is the solution. Now if you put at the place of minus 3 by 2 at the place of x, so this is 2 cancel, so minus 3 plus 3 is equal to 0. So for linear polynomial this will be the zeros, but for quadratic polynomial we have to calculate. So I hope you can understand this. Is it clear, everyone? Is it clear to all? So my dear champion, if linear polynomial is there, linear polynomial, how many zeros will be there? Only one, because the highest power of linear polynomial is what? 1. For linear polynomial, how many zeros will be there? Only 1 0, right? But if we have quadratic polynomial, how many zeros will be there? 2 zeros. There will be two values of x at which polynomial will give you 0 result. Polynomial will give you 0 result. There will be two values of x. So linear polynomial only 1 0, quadratic polynomial 2 0. In cubic polynomial 3 zeros will be there, because the degree is 3. Degree decides the number of zeros. Okay, let's do question here. Find the zeros of px, x square minus 2x minus 8, and verify. Okay, first find out the zeros, then verify. So the question is, can you see the question is x square, let me use another color. So let's find out the zeros here. Okay, so the question is x square minus 2x minus 8 is equal to 0. My dear champion, how to find the zeros of quadratic polynomial? Please focus. This is 8, and what is the coefficient of x square? The coefficient of x square is 1. So if you multiply 8 into 1, what we are getting? 8. Now for 8, find the pair of the factors. So 8 can have two factors, 1 and 8, because the product of 1 and 8 is 8. Now one more factor of 8 can be in the form of 2 and 4, because 2 4s are 8. Now in these two pairs, we have to select any one pair which can give you, look at the sign here. This sign is negative and the middle value is 2. Please focus on those things. Negative sign and middle value. It means that negative sign indicates the difference of any one pair. The difference of any one pair should be equal to the middle value. So this is the perfect number, 2 and 4. Because when you subtract 4 minus 2, why we are subtracting only? According to this sign. When you subtract 4 minus 2, you are getting 2, and 2 is the middle value, which is perfect. So put here, x square minus 4 can be written as what? 4 minus 2, x minus 8 is equal to 0. Right? Solve this. X square minus 4x, and this is minus minus plus, and this is minus. 8 is already in negative form, na? So this is minus 8 is equal to 0. Now make pair, take common, so x common, x minus 4, and here 2 is common, so this will automatically come x minus 4, which is equal, similar to both. So we have x plus 2 first bracket, and we have x minus 4 is this. So x plus 2, x minus 4. Now take 1 by 1 is equal to 0. So if we take x minus 2 is equal to 0, we have x is equal to 2. sorry, this is plus, so x will be minus 2. X plus 2 we have, so x is equal to, here x is equal to minus 2. When we write x minus 4 is equal to 0, x minus 4 is equal to 0, so x will be equal to 4. So we have two zeros, minus 2 and 4. The question is asking you to verify also. Now put these two values in this equation, and check whether you are getting 0 or not. So let's put, so first I'm putting p minus 2. The first 0 is minus 2. Now put minus 2 here. Minus 2 square, minus 2 into minus 2, minus 8. So minus 2 square will be what? 4. And 2 to 4, minus minus plus. Oh my God, 4 plus 4, 8, 8 minus 8, 0. Hence verified. This is 0. So it implies that x equal to minus 2 is the zeros of this. Because on putting x equals to minus 2 in this equation, we are getting 0 result. And such values are called zeros. The value of variable which make the polynomial equal to 0, the value of variable which make polynomial equal to 0 is called zeros. Now we have one more 0, x equals to 4. Now put x, p in polynomial 4. So at the place of x, put 4. So this is 4 square, x square, minus 2x. 2 into 4, minus 8. Now solve this. 4 square is 16 and 4 to 8, minus 8, 16, minus 8, minus 16. Wow! Again 0. So again we have proved that x equals to 4 is the zeros of this equation. So I hope you have understood the value of variable on putting which in the polynomial, if it is giving you result 0, those values are called zeros. So in quadratic polynomial, if the power is 2, how many zeros will be there? 2 zeros. If the highest power is 3, how many zeros will be there? 3 zeros will be there. So my dear champion, degree decides the number of zeros. In linear polynomial, if I ask you x minus 4 is equal to 0. In this equation, what we should put here at x so that this equation can satisfy? What we should put at the place of x? So only solution is 4. If you put at the place of 4, at the place of x 4, so 4 minus 4 will give you 0. There is only one solution, x is equal to 4. Other than 4, there is no any value which will give you result 0. If any one of you saying, sir, we can put there 8 by 2. 8 by 2 is also 4. If anyone is saying, sir, we can put there 16 by 8. Oh my God, 16 by 4, sorry. So that is 4. If I put there 32 by 8, 32 by 8 is also 4. So my dear champion, there is only one solution. And why there is only one solution? Because the highest power is 1. This is linear polynomial. So in linear polynomial, only one solution is there. In quadratic polynomial, 2 solutions will be there. Moving ahead. So let's talk about the graph rule. I have already told you we are talking about here quadratic polynomial. So my dear champion, zeros of px, x coordinate where the graph y is equal to px cross or touches the x-axis. So if the linear polynomial is there, so in linear polynomial a straight line will be there and exactly one crossing, because this is linear polynomial. So there will be only one solution. But if we talk about quadratic, so quadratic means on graph this will be parabola. How parabola? Listen champion. Let me tell you quadratic polynomial. Quadratic polynomial. So this is ax square plus bx plus c. Here a can't be equal to 0, because if a will become equal to 0, so this entire family will be vanished. So this will become linear polynomial. So a can't be equal to 0. So my dear champion, in quadratic polynomial, the graph will always be a parabola. Why parabola? Let me tell you the reason behind it. Because we all know in quadratic polynomial there will be 2 solutions. It means there will be 2 values of x. There will be 2 values of x. This is called basically yx. Yx is equal to ax square plus bx plus c, where a can't be equal to 0. Okay, now my dear champion, if the quadratic polynomial has coefficient of x greater than 0, means if this coefficient is positive, the graph will look like this. And can you see this graph, this parabola is intersecting at 2 points, this point and this point, and this point, these 2 points indicates that at this point y coordinate will be 0. And this is our intention. We want to make y coordinate, we want to make it y is equal to 0, at which y will become 0, this is 0. So the value of x, alpha and beta are called zeros. So here at this point is intersecting, this is x-axis, we all know this is x-axis, this is y-axis. So here at this point y will be 0. So the values, the x coordinates will give you the zeros. X coordinates are zeros. And how many x coordinates will be 0? This is positive, this is negative. So 2 coordinates will be there. So how many zeros will be there? 2 zeros. I hope this is clear to you all. Now second, if the quadratic polynomial is opening downward direction like this, if it is opening downward, it implies that a is less than 0. If the coefficient of x square is negative, for example minus 3x square plus 7x, something is there. So if a is less than 0, the graph, this parabola will be opening downward, but still it is intersecting at 2 points. And if this graph is intersecting at 2 points, it implies that there will be 2 solutions. So here at this point and this point, again y coordinate will be 0. So these 2 points, this point and this point, here x coordinate will be, x coordinates are zeros, I hope this is clear to you all. X coordinate are zeros. So this is very important. And one more possibility is there. If in quadratic polynomial, the curve might be this also. The curve can be this also. It can be of this format also. Curve is there, but it is intersecting at single point. It implies that both zeros are identical. Both zeros are identical because x coordinate is single, x coordinate is same. So both zeros are identical. But still, parabola is there. So the parabola indicates what? Quadratic polynomial. Parabola indicates quadratic polynomial, and only one intersection point. I mean, the parabola is just touching the x-axis at one point. So it implies that both the zeros will be identical. This is very important. Here both the roots are different from each other, and here both the zeros will be identical to each other. So this is very important. So my dear champion, number of real zeros is equal to number of meeting with x-axis, right? So this is very important. We have question, the graph y is equal to px cuts the x-axis, this point and this point. So what will be the, and y-axis at 0, -6. How many zeros does px have? My dear champion, zeros come only from the meeting with the x-axis. So the graph is meeting at this point and at this point. So x coordinate, I have already told you x coordinate are 0. So here x coordinate is -3, x coordinate is 1. So the zeros will be -3 and 1. 2 zeros will be there. The second is, and the y-axis 0, -6. So 0, 0, -6 is 1 is on the y-axis. It only says P0. If we put, see this it indicates that if you are putting 0 in that polynomial, the result will be minus 6. So this is indicating that. But the coordinate in which y is 0, here in these two coordinates y is equal to 0. So in which y coordinate is 0, if y coordinate is 0, those x value will be the zeros. So for example, if I ask you, there is a quadratic polynomial and which is intersecting on x-axis and the coordinate is 3, 0. So 0, this 0 indicate y-axis. And if y coordinate has become 0, it implies that the point will be here and that will be the zeros. So if y coordinate is 0, their x point will be the zeros, the roots. I hope this is clear to you. So P has exactly two zeros, minus 3 and 1, and this indicates that if we are putting here x0 in that equation, the polynomial value is equal to minus 6. Clear, everyone? If you all are enjoying the session, please let me know in chat section. Yes sir, this is clear. Moving ahead. Okay. So my dear, in any quadratic polynomial, how many zeros are there? Two zeros. So if we consider the zeros alpha and beta, so the sum of the zeros is equal to minus b by a, and the product of zeros is equal to c by a. This is very important. So sum of zeros is equal to b. We all know the quadratic polynomial has general formula ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0. So if alpha plus beta, alpha and beta are the zeros, is equal to minus b by a, and here minus b is what? Coefficient of x, and a is what? Coefficient of x square. So minus coefficient of x divided by coefficient of x square. Sum of zeros is equal to minus under bracket coefficient of x divided by coefficient of x square. And the second is product of zeros. If we multiply the zeros of any quadratic polynomial, that is equal to c by a, and c is what? Constant term. And this is constant term. And divided by a is what? Coefficient of x square. So this is very important. And if you have alpha and beta, alpha and beta are the zeros, you can find alpha square plus beta square. But the condition to find out this, always make sure to modify this a square plus b square in this format, alpha plus beta whole, because alpha plus beta, we know the value of alpha plus beta is minus b by a, and we know alpha into beta is equal to c by a. So always make sure to modify these format in the terms of sum of zeros and product of zero. This is very important. Okay, so look at the question. Find the zeros, this, and verify the relation. This is very important for your exam. Very important for your exam. So let's do this question here. So my dear champion, on solving 6x square minus 7x minus 3, we have two brackets, 3x plus 1, 2x minus 3. On writing this bracket is equal to 0, we have x is equal to minus 1 by 3, first 0. On writing 2x minus 3 is equal to 0, we have x is equal to 3 by 2. So we have two zeros. This is the two zeros. Let's consider alpha is equal to minus 1 by 3 and beta is equal to 3 by 2. So we have alpha plus beta. Okay, alpha beta. Okay. Now do the sum. Alpha plus beta, if you do the sum, alpha plus beta is equal to what? Minus 1 by 3 plus 3 by 2. If you solve this, you will be getting on LCM, this will be here 3, 2. The LCM will be 6. 3, 2, so this will be 2. 2, 3, this will be 9. So we have 7 by 6. Now multiply alpha and beta. If you do multiplication, 1 by 3 into 3 by 2, 3 cancel. So we have 1 by 2. So we have alpha plus beta, we have alpha into beta. Now verify. Is irrational, sir? There is any graphs in the chapters? I'm not getting you. What do you want to ask, Pawan? Please, can you please repeat again? So we have sum of zeros 7 by 6 and product of zeros minus 1 by 2. Now let's verify. Sum of zeros should be equal to minus b by a. Here in this equation, can you see? This is a, this is b, and this is c. So let's verify. Alpha plus beta is equal to minus b by a. Alpha plus beta, we have 7 by 6. And where is b? B. Minus is already there and b is minus 7. So minus 7 divided by a is 6. Oh, wow. Minus plus, it's verified. 7 by 6, 7 by 6. Now moving ahead. Let's verify alpha into beta. Product of zeros. So product of zeros is C by A. C by A. And where is alpha beta? Alpha beta is minus 1 by 2. So let's put here minus 1 by 2. And this is C by A. Where is C? C. C is minus 3. Minus, C is minus 3. Minus 3. And A is what? 6. Now 3 can cancel this. Wow. Minus 1 by 2, minus 1 by 2. Hence verified. Product of zeros is equal to C by A. Sum of zeros is equal to minus V by A. Hence verified. And this question is from exercise 2.2. Exercise 2.2. Question number 3rd of 1. I hope this is clear to you all. Clear, everyone? Are you enjoying the session? Moving ahead. Okay. One very important thing, champions. I have already given you the very important formula. Sum of roots is equal to minus B by A. Product of root is C by A. Now do one thing. And you have also understood how to find out the zeros of a quadratic polynomial. Now make a U-turn. Make a U-turn. If I give you zeros already, if you have already zeros, now how to find the quadratic polynomial for that? So listen, champion. We all know this is ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0. This is the general form of a quadratic polynomial. Now let's do one thing. Let's divide this whole equation RHS and LHS from A. So let's divide from A. So this will be x square, this will be b by A, and this will be c by A. And when we divide 0 from A, this will remain as it is 0. I hope this is clear to you all. I have divide RHS and LHS by A. So this will look like. Now my dear champion, and this x also. Now can we write this plus sign as minus b by A? Any problem? No problem, sir. Because minus is what? Plus. So we can write minus plus. So plus can be written as this one. Why? Because minus b by A is equal to sum of zeros. And c by A is equal to product of zeros. So my dear champion, look. So we can write this equation as x square minus this will be sum of zeros into x. And this is c by A. This will become product of zeros. Very important formula. Very important formula. This is very important formula. X square plus, please make sure everyone to put here minus sign. X square minus sum of zeros into x plus product of zeros equal to 0. This will give you quadratic polynomial. Now look at the question there. Find a quadratic polynomial with sum. So this is equal to sum. And product. This is equal to product. So sum and product is already given to you. Sum is 1 by 4. Product of roots minus 1. Now we can find out the quadratic polynomial using this formula. Look, we have the formula. So x square minus, what is this, champion? There is no problem in zeros and roots. Both are same, everyone. Roots, we can write roots or we can write zeros. Both are same. There is no any confusion. There should be no any confusion, my dear champion. Roots and zeros, both statements are similar. There is no difference in roots and zeros, please. So x square minus, this is sum of zeros, or we can say sum of roots, which is equal to 1 by 4. So this is 1 by 4 into x plus, this is what? Product of zeros. And we have minus 1. Minus 1 is equal to 0. Now solve this. X square minus 1 by 4x plus minus 1 is equal to 0. You might be thinking it look like scary, little scary. This is not in perfect format, in general format. So do one thing, take LCM. So if you take LCM, my dear, the LCM will be 4. And here is nothing 1, here is nothing 1. So 4x square will become, and this is minus x, and this is minus 4 is equal to 0. Right? So 4 will go there, 4 is in divide. If this will go there, it will go in multiplication. So 4 into 0 will be 0. So we have 4x square minus x minus 4 is equal to 0. This is the answer. 4x square minus x minus 4. So my dear champion, if you have zeros, you can find out the quadratic polynomial also. Right? Moving ahead. So now let's talk about cubic polynomial. So see, there is no more about cubic polynomial in your syllabus, but just definition and the basic definition of cubic polynomial is still available in your syllabus, but finding the zeros of cubic polynomial is excluded from your syllabus, so you don't need to study. But by the way, let's talk about, this is cubic polynomial, and what is the highest power? This is the highest power, and that's why we are calling this polynomial as cubic, because this is degree, and degree decides the name. Degree decides the name. Okay, so if this is cubic polynomial, how many zeros will be there? I mean to say, how many values of x will be there which satisfy this equation, which will give you zeros result? 0. So there will be 3, because the degree is 3. Degree is 3. If degree is 3, there will be 3 zeros. So we are considering alpha, beta, gamma. So sum of all zeros is equal to minus b by a, and sum of the product of zeros in pair form, alpha beta plus beta gamma plus gamma a is equal to c by a, and the product of all zeros is equal to minus d by a. So this is the identification of cubic polynomial. If you draw the graph of cubic polynomial, the graph will look like this. The graph will look like this. Can you see how many intersection points are there? This graph is intersecting at 3 points. This, and this. So it implies that how many solution? How many? 3x coordinates. 3x coordinates. 3x coordinates at which what? Yx will be equal to 0. At which we can also say px will be 0. If we put this x, the result of y will be 0. If we put x here, here is also y0. Here is also y0. So there will be 3 zeros to cubic polynomial. Sir, voice is too low. Learning fast. Voice is too low, is it? Sorry, if voice is low. Okay, moving ahead. So there are few questions, everyone. So let's do the first question here. Find the zeros of t square minus 15 and verify the relationship between zeros and the coefficients. This is important question. So my dear champion, this is very easy question, by the way. Find the zeros. So the question is t square minus 15 is equal to 0. First, let me know this equation is quadratic, linear or cubic. So this is obviously quadratic, because the highest power of variable is 2. T is the variable and the power is 2. So this is quadratic. And if this is quadratic, how many zeros will be there? 2 zeros will be there. Let me tell you how we can find it. So t square, this 15 will go there, so we can write 15. If we remove a square, this 15 will go under root. But again, we required 2 zeros, but we have only one, under root 15. So my dear champion, here in such situation, we can write 115 negative and other root 15 positive. Why? Let me show you. Other root positive. These are the 2 zeros. Why? My dear champion, if you put here minus root 15 in this equation, minus root 15 means again 15. 15 minus 15, 0. Or if you put positive 15 here in this equation, again this will give you result 0. So both are satisfying this situation. So if such situations are there, you can take one positive, other negative. So alpha, we have alpha is equal to minus root 15, and we have beta root 15. I'm doing this question. Let's verify. So sum of zeros. What will be sum of zeros, my dear champion? Minus root 15 plus root 15, and which is equal to 0. Minus root 15 plus root 15, 0. And my dear, now verify. We all know that sum of zeros is equal to minus b by a. If this is quadratic polynomial, square family is there, but t family is not there. If we write this equation like this, t square, and it should be at last because this is pure constant, and plus 0 into t. This is the proper format of quadratic polynomial. A is what? Here A is what? A is 1. B is what? B is what? The coefficient of t, which is 0, because t family is not there. T family is absent. So why t family is absent? Because the coefficient of t might be 0. That's why t has completely vanished. And c is equal to minus 15. So we have everything put there. B is what? 0. So 0 divided by a hai. Oh my God! This is also equal to 0. Sum of zeros is 0, and which is minus b by a. So hence verified, sum of zeros is equal to minus b by a. Hence verified. And similarly, you guys can verify for product of zeros. Is it clear, everyone? Yes. Am I audible to you clearly, everyone? Learning fast? Is this question clear to you all? So my dear, I'm giving you important questions here. 1, 2, 3, 4. This question I have already solved. This. So 4, 3, 7 questions for you all. My dear class 10th students, please make sure to solve all these questions. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 questions before writing your first exam at your school, PT-1. Okay, now let's have a glance all the formulas from both the chapters, real numbers and polynomials. So for real numbers, this formula is very important. The product of HCF and LCM is equal to the product of two numbers, A and B. This is very important formula. So in this formula, how to use this formula? So my dear, two numbers will be given to you, and their HCF or LCM will be given to you. Any one thing will be given to you, and you have to find out the fourth one. So any three things will be given to you, three information, and you have to find out the fourth one. HCF is what? How you can find out HCF? HCF is the smallest power of common prime number. LCM is what? Greatest power of common prime. So to find out HCF and LCM, first write the prime factor. For example, 15 can be written as 3 into 5. This is called prime factor, the product in prime. And this question is also important. Prove root p is a irrational number. P means at the place of p, it can be anything. Root 5, root 3, root 2. So p is representing any number. So this is very important. In polynomial, for quadratic polynomial, this is very important. We all know in quadratic polynomial how many zeros are there? 2 zeros. So the sum of zeros is equal to minus b by a, and the product of zeros is equal to c by a. You might be thinking, sir, what is a, what is b, what is c? So ax square plus bx plus c, this is the quadratic polynomial. So the coefficient of x square is called a, the coefficient of x is called b, and the coefficient of not coefficient, pure constant term is called c. And if zeros are already given to you, so we can use this formula to find out the quadratic polynomial. X square minus alpha plus beta, these are the zeros, into x plus alpha into beta. If you apply this formula, you can find out the quadratic polynomial which you required if the zeros are already given to you. For example, if zeros is 3 and 4, find out the quadratic polynomial. So use this formula. X square minus alpha plus beta, 3 plus 4 into x plus product of alpha. 3 into 4 is equal to 0. Now what will be the result? X square 4 plus 3 is 7 minus 7x plus 4 3 is 12. Oh my God, this is the answer. So if zeros are already given to you, by using this formula, you can find out the quadratic polynomial for the zeros which is given to you. My dear champion, so thank you so much. This session, the live session of marathon of chapter number 1, real numbers and polynomial, is finished. The student who haven't watched the session yet, my dear champion, please watch the session. I have explained everything here in this live class. I haven't skipped anything. Every concept is discussed in this live class. So this is very important for you. Before writing your exam, before writing your PT-1, make sure to watch this live session from starting to end. Okay, so apart from this studies, apart from these things, I mean lecture and all, there is a very, I would say a good announcement for you all. very profitable and beneficial announcement, and that is all about NMTC, my dear champion. So congratulations to everyone, 9th class and 10th class. There is an exam coming up in next 20 to 25 days, my dear champion. The exam name is NMTC. This exam is like similar to Olympiads, and this exam is generally being held every year across India level. So my dear champion, to appear in this exam, you require to fill the form, and you need to know the detail of this NMTC exam. So my dear, after appearing in this exam, you will be getting award, you will be getting reward and recognition. So this exam is very, important for all of the student from class 5th to class 10th. So let me give you the explanation about NMTC, National Mathematics Talent Contest. So my dear champion, so this is all about NMTC. So NMTC stands for National Mathematics Talent Contest, and it is conducted by AMTI. AMTI means this is basically committee in which all the mathematics teachers are there. Okay, and they are organizing this NMTC exam across India, champion, and every year millions of students are appearing and they are getting awards, certificates and recognition, my dear champion. So it is conducted by AMTI. Okay, and this is national level maths competition like Olympiad. This is national level maths competition, and in this exam we generally focus on logical thinking and problem solving. And don't think the question will be beyond from syllabus. No, my dear champion, every question will be up to your syllabus, but the level of question will be little confusing, logical, and which required your critical thinking, everyone, right? So logical questions will be there, a little bit similar to Olympiads. So this is all about NMTC. I hope this is clear to you. NMTC means National Mathematics Talent Contest, conducted by AMTI, national level maths competition, and focus on logical thinking and problem solving. So this is all about. Okay, now who can participate in this exam? So the student from grade 5 to 6 and the students who is from grade 5 to 6, they fall in the category of GAUS. This category is named as GAUS in this exam, and this is primary category. And the student who is from class 7 to 8, they will be calling as Capraker. This is the category name, Capraker, and this is sub junior category. And if you are student of class 9th or 10th, as majorly the student, most of the student on this channel is from 9th and 10th, so you guys will be in Bhaskar category, which is junior category. And if you are student of class 11th and 12th, you will be in Ramanujan category. So there are 4 categories, 4 groups according to your grade, champions. So who can participate? It is clear, the student from class 5th to the student class 12th, all can participate in this exam, all India level. Moving ahead, now let's talk about exam pattern. So my dear champion, the first first exam will be of objective. Only MCQ questions will be there. Only MCQ question will be there, and the exam will be of 2 hours. The first exam, which is preliminary exam, it will be of 2 hours. Only objective questions are there, MCQ type. So exam date is 30th August 2026. So you have 1 month for your preparation, for your depth preparation, guys. And please go and study hard and make sure to win some award in this exam, national level awards. That will be giving you reputation, recognition, and lot of honor among your relative, among your in your friend circle and all. So this exam is very powerful exam. Exam date is 30 August 2026. So this is a big opportunity you guys have to earn something, learn something, and win something, right? The exam timing is 10 a.m. to 12 p.m. So on 30th of August, stage 1 exam is going to be held. The timing will be morning 10 a.m. to 12 p.m. Moving ahead, top performance quality. The top performers qualify. The student who will perform, the student will be top performers will be qualified for the next stage of exam. So a lot of students will be appearing in this exam, but few of the students will be qualified to appear in the next stage of NMTC exam, right? So this is basically qualifier exam. Stage 1 is the qualifier exam. Okay. So now let's talk about stage 2. So stage 2 will be subjective and proof based final round. Stage 1 was MCQ, objective question. But if you qualify, if you get qualified in stage 1 exam, you guys will be writing the exams of stage 2, and the exam pattern will be of subjective questions. You have to prove subject, no objective, no MCQ. Subjective questions will be there, proof type question will be there, and that is the final round. And in this round, the winner will be announced. The top performers will be announced, who will be rewarded and awarded, right? Moving ahead. Why you should participate in this exam? Let's talk about this. So this examination, this exam, NMTC exam, is giving you the great opportunity to win cash prizes, medals, and of course certificates. And these are the supplementary things. The first thing is reputation and recognition, my dear champion. You will be called as topper. Right? This is very big exam. NMTC is very big exam. So you have a great chance, big opportunity to win cash prizes, medals, and certificates in this exam. So if we talk about first place, so the student who secured first position will be awarded as 5,000 rupees. 5,000 rupees cash award, and of course merit certificate. That is going to give you lifelong satisfaction. Whenever you will be looking at your certificate, it will be giving you different kind of happiness from within, right? So this is the first position. Okay, if we talk about the second place student will get 2,500 cash prize, and of course merit certificates is there. Third place student will be awarded as 1,250 rupees, 1,250 rupees cash prize, and this is merit certificates will be there. And if we talk about here, third, first, second, third is clear. If we talk about the fourth place, so now build strong logical and problem solving skills that helps in JEE. So now let's talk about the main important reason why you should appear, why you should write this exam is this exam is going to give you clarity, concept and picture of JEE level exam. If you all are dreaming to get into NIT, IIT from class 10th, 11th, 12th, my dear, this exam is exclusively designed for you all. You should appear in this exam at anyhow if you want to get the little clarity on JEE pattern exam. So my dear champion, that this exam is going to give you a lot of help in improve your problem solving skills for your JEE preparation, everyone. So this is very powerful exam. So enhances your student portfolio for scholarship and future academic opportunities. If you just appear in the exam, see, qualification, not qualification, some other thing, right? If you appear in the examination, it will be ensuring you to make your strong portfolio for your, scholarships and the future academic opportunities in future, right? So make sure, don't miss this opportunity. Go fill the form and make sure you guys are appearing in this exam. Moving ahead. The challenges. So let's talk about the challenges. So for topper student, for determined and for positive and motivated student, there is no challenge, but still let's talk about, because there are different kind of students are there, right? So let's talk about the challenges. So individual registration is not allowed for NMTC. If you want to proceed the registration for NMTC from your own laptop, computer, from mobile phone, from your home, this is not possible. Individual registration is not possible. To fill the form, to get the to process the registration process for this exam, you have to coordinate with your school, either institute, any organization. By collaborating with your school, organization, coaching institute, then only you will be able to process the registration for the NMTC exam. So this is the very important information, guys. You can't proceed for the registration alone from your own website. So individual registration is not allowed in this exam. Okay, students can participate only through their schools or an authorized institution. You guys can collaborate, you guys can take help from any organization, any academic institutes, any institution. They can help you out to fill the form for NMTC exam. Any coaching institute, you can fill the form. So this is very important. Unfortunately, many schools do not conduct NMTC, leaving interested students without an opportunity to participate. This is the harsh reality. But most of the students, so many students are, schools and institutions are not showing interest towards this exam. But literally, this exam is very important and powerful. So my dear champion, don't miss the opportunity. Don't follow those schools or institute who is not showing little interest towards towards this exam, you can follow any school or organization who all have aligned towards this exam enthusiastically with passion, everyone, right? So you guys can contact, you guys can coordinate and collaborate with those institutions or schools who all are helping the student to fill the form for this particular exam. Don't follow those schools who do not conduct NMTC and leaving the interested students without an opportunity. So this is the big opportunity, don't miss this. So why I'm giving you this information, my dear? There is a reason, because our initiative, Vedantu's initiative, will ensure you to fill your form, to prepare for your exam, and to make you topper in this exam, everyone. We ensure you. So what you need to do? At Vedantu, we believe every passionate math student deserves a chance. Yes, my dear champion. If you are getting a chance, why you are missing the chance? This is a big opportunity for you all. So at Vedantu, we believe every passionate math student deserves a chance, and you are the one. You can prove it. You can bring, you can do wonder in your academics. You all are very special kid. Okay. So that's why we have partnered through our Vedantu offline centers to felicitate NMTC registration, my dear champion. So we have proceed to make your registration process smoother and comfortable. So to felicitate NMTC registration, we have initiated at Vedantu champion. So register through Vedantu offline centers, offline registration support and guidance till exam day. So we all know, you all know, you might have now aware, because your exam is going to be held on first stage of exam NMTC on 30th of August. So you have time till 15th of July to fill the form and to make your registration comfortable and smoother, champion. So my dear, you can take help of Vedantu. You can go and search on our official website and click the option NMTC. Our representative, any one of Vedantu representative will help you out, my dear champion, to process the registration. So register through Vedantu offline center. You can move any close offline center wherever you are living, or you can contact our official registration support, everyone. And how to register? Exam registration fee till 15th July. Only registration fee is rupees 150 for NMTC exam. But after 15th of July, 15th July is the last date for the registration without any late fee. But after 15th July, it means from 16th July to 25th of July, you are getting one more chance to fill the registration form from 16th July to 25th July, but with late fee, and that will going to be 250. So 100 rupees is the late charge. So better to don't waste your 100 rupees. Better to fill your form in this, before 15th of July. Don't go beyond 16th of July. Otherwise, you have to pay 100 rupees more, right? So this is the late fee fine. Okay. So Vedantu Learning Center in Tamil Nadu, if we talk about the offline centers in Tamil Nadu, if you are from Tamil Nadu, any one of state, so any one of districts in Tamil Nadu, so in Chennai, Anna Nagar is our offline center. In Chennai, Tambaram, Chennai, Porur, Erode is Palyam, in Chennai, Velachery, in Chennai, Ambattur, in Chennai, Avadi, Salem, Fairlands and Madurai, extension Chennai, Perambur, Coimbatore, RS-Puram, Tiruchirappalli, Thilainagar and Tirunelveli is main bus stand. So we are having these offline centers. You may coordinate with this. You can go further physically and ask them, I want to process registration for NMTC exam. Vedantu people will help you out there. If we talk about Maharashtra, so we have these offline centers: Pune, Singhat Road, Jalgaon, Pune, Swargate, Ahilyanagar, Savedi, Pune, PCMC, Pune, Aond and Nagpur. We have these offline centers. Now moving ahead, Vedantu Learning Center in TS and AP, Tamil Nadu state and Andhra Pradesh. So in Telangana state, we have Nizampet, Hyderabad, Khammam, and we have Hyderabad, Madhapur Residential, Hyderabad, Dilkush Nagar Extension, and Warangal, we have offline centers. In Andhra Pradesh, we have Vishakhapatnam, Ashil Mehta Residential, Nellore, Kurnool, Vijayawada, Ben Circle, Kadapa and Tirupati, we have these offline centers. Other centers, if I talk about Patiala, Choti Badri, Punjab, Patna, we have Boring Road, Bihar. And if I talk about in Muzaffarpur, we have Mithanpura, Bihar. Muzaffarpur is a district in Bihar. So we have offline centers there also. If you are from Bihar, you may coordinate with Mithanpura branch in Muzaffarpur or Patna Boring Road. If you are from Bangalore, so we have Bangalore, JP Nagar, Karnataka, we have offline center here. You may coordinate here also. And Pondicherry. to fill your NMTC form. My dear champion, so this is all about primary grade 5 and 6. So NMTC 2026. So my dear, we see this is the strength of Vedantu. Vedantu is always standing firmly for the kids, for the student whenever they need. So this is the crucial period for your NMTC preparation. So we are dedicatedly giving you sessions, everyone. So live classes is going to be held, 15 live classes on Monday, Tuesday, Friday at 6:15 p.m. to 7:15 p.m. So the session is going to be held, live session of 1 hour on 3 days. 7 NMTC pattern practice tests. So we will be solving practice pattern question paper for NMTC, so that you guys can have clarity on the NMTC exam pattern. Telegram discussion group will be there and practice assignment, and the fee is going to be only 1110 rupees, my dear champions. So flexible and so affordable. So discounted price, you are getting discount of 999, and this is for limited period of time if you are student of grade 5 and 6. Now if you are student of grade 7 and 10 and you are willing to appear in NMTC exam this year, you guys can opt this session, and the again fee is going to be 1110 rupees. 15 live sessions will be there on Friday, Thursday, Friday, 7:30 to 8:45 p.m. The classes is going to be held. 7 NMTC, 7 question paper we will be solving there. 7 NMTC pattern practice test. Telegram discussion will be there and practice assignment. And guys, congratulations, you all are getting rupees 999 discount for a limited period of time. And the classes is going to start from 28th of July. 20th July. So please go and fill the form and get this class, everyone. So, okay, and this is for grade 7 and 8. Now moving ahead, if you are a student of class 9th and 10th and you all are willing, you all are feeling happy, curious to write your NMTC exam and earn and learn something in NMTC, earn cash award, grasp first position, second position, and become topper in this exam, so this live class is waiting for you. Okay, 50 live classes going to be held on Monday, Thursday, Friday, and class timing is 7:30 p.m. to 8:45 p.m. And look, 7 NMTC pattern question paper will be there. Okay, Telegram discussion and practice assignment, and congratulations, the fee is only 1110. Wow, you all are getting the discount of 990 rupees. And again, the class is starting very soon from 20th July. Okay, all the classes is going to be live classes. So if you are from class 9th and 10th. Okay, so don't delay. Without delay, go and discuss with your parents, because the price that we are giving you is limited for limited period of time, champions. So don't delay, go discuss with your parents. And yes, Vedantu is everywhere, every time for you all, everyone. Grasp this course and make sure you all are going to become topper and securing, winning and learning and earning something in this NMTC exam this year. And this exam is, like Olympiad. So if you will be securing some position here in this exam, that position is going to give you huge recognition and reputation and honor among your school friends, among your relatives and all, my dear champions. So don't miss this opportunity. This is golden opportunity for all the students. Stay blessed, stay connected with this channel. Thank you so much for watching. Bye bye.